Hi, this is Freya with another Q&A video. Thank you for tuning in today. Today's question comes from Amy McKechnie. I think that's how you say it. Well, thank you, Amy, for the question. Here's the short question. It has a bunch of issues. I have no vibrato and a really breathy voice and can't belt at all. Help. Seems like you need help with a few things. Now, let me concentrate on the breathiness and the belting thing, because they kind of go together. I talked about the vibrato last week. Let me talk about the belting and breathiness. Now, belting and breathiness, you could see them kind of as two opposites at the opposite end of the spectrum. So there's kind of the middle of the spectrum, and then there's belting, which is all the way out, which means you have really loud, very concentrated voice, like laser beam, like a razor, it cuts through sharp. And then on the other end of the spectrum is the breathy voice, which we need both of those. We also need the middle. We need everything in between. Now, the breathiness and belting has to do with a degree to how tight the vocal cords actually close. I made a video about vocal cord closure. I made actually two videos, one explaining it technically and another one for some exercises, so you become aware of what it feels like to have the different degrees of vocal cord closure, hard word to say. So the belting would be the high and loud at the very tightly closing vocal cord end of the spectrum. And the breathiness, which you could do it high or low, but it's less intense, but it also causes more friction on your vocal cords. So you need both. The vocal cord closure is what makes it breathy or more belted sounding. So it seems to me that you probably need to work on better vocal cord closure, which your breathiness could be the result of a few different things. Do you have good support? Now, first of all, do you have good posture? Your posture is going to determine how well you can inhale and ultimately exhale. That's what support is all about. Support actually means you control the air so it doesn't just fly out. So the air is controlled and you have very good, steady stream of air passing through your vocal cords. Now that's probably something you should practice. I have some videos about breathing and about support. You could watch these. Now also another thing for breathiness is the basic body tension. I always say to my students, it's like the basic body tension is so important. Think of a basketball player. Whenever he has no body tension, you can't react with no body tension. You have to be kind of like, okay, now. It's like you have to be ready to be moving any second. And only then your whole body really takes over that kind of alertness. And that really helps your vocal cord closure, is when you have that body tension in your midsection. Like, you don't want the tension in your shoulders or anything, or in your neck or in your jaw. You want that tension in your midsection. That way, not only your support gets better, but also your vocal cord closure usually gets better. Also practice dynamic changes. That's gonna help you to be aware of, okay, when I get louder, it's gonna sound less breathy automatically. So whenever you yell at someone or you just call out someone, you say, hello, are you breathy too? So that would be something to ask yourself, is it just when you're singing, or is it also when you're trying to talk loudly? Then it may be an issue of your vocal cords. It can be trained most of the time, but it does take time. Think of your vocal cords as muscles, and you do need to train those muscles. Do you really concentrate on reducing the breathiness? So these are the answers I have for you today. Thank you so much for watching today, and don't forget to tune back in tomorrow already for another Freya's singing tips videos, and also next Tuesday for another how to sing that song video. Thanks, have a wonderful day, and don't forget, always keep on singing and always keep a song in your heart. Bye!